the truth. If you don't do somebody else's job, you just focus on doing your own job and trust the fact that the other guys on that defense are going to also do theirs. Some really good things can happen. So our guys have done a really good job of just staying disciplined, trusting the process, and trusting each other to help them to play a little bit better this season.
So many of your defenders have had outstanding seasons. Let's focus on one of them, Everett Snyder. Now, he's played linebacker, he's played nose guard. Which is best for your team, or does that depend on the matchup?
I think it's nose guard for him, and he's played both. And the thing about Everett Snyder, we talked about it last week with Brock Sims, him being a coach's dream. Everett Snyder is the same way. Everett will play anywhere that you ask him to, and he will give 100% effort, everything that he has at those positions. And he's a brilliant kid as well. He really understands football, and he'd do anything to help the team. But, as a nose guard, we saw flashes of this when he was a sophomore, and a playoff game, or a regular season game, against Crestwood, and it was raining up in Crestwood, and they threw him in at nose guard for 3 plays, and he had 2 sacks and a forced fumble. So, we thought if we really transition to our 50 this year, we want a quick guy who's strong and can just wreak havoc in the backfield, and we thought with our personnel, Everett Snyder's the perfect guy at this nose guard position. Now, he's played nose. When we dropped Gabe Decker as an outside linebacker, he plays defensive end, so he can do a little bit of everything. He's very versatile, but his toughness, his strength, and his football IQ is what separates him.
This could be a record-setting night at Crispin Field. Ty Wilkerson needs just 22 yards to set the school record for rushing yardage in a season. And sophomore Caleb Yost has made 44 consecutive extra points, tying Olivia Seeley, who did that in 2014. Certainly Caleb will get the credit if he gets another one to add to that streak. But, boy, that operation is a 3-man operation. Gabe Decker is your long snapper. Ashton Smith is the holder. They've been terrific.
They've been amazing, and that's what's so important to know about those guys. And the thing that I, continue to say and give Gabe Decker all the praise for. Now, he didn't play much offense. He was nursing a sore ankle, so we let him just take defensive reps last week. But for the majority of these extra point and field goal operations, Gabe doesn't miss a down on the field. So, most long snappers, especially at the next level, it's the only play they have, so they can practice their snaps on the sideline. Gabe goes right out of breath, and he's pretty consistent in his operation. And Ashton has some of the best hands on our team, natural hands. So wherever that ball is, Ashton's able to get the ball down, put the laces out, and Caleb does the rest. And so once again, all the confidence in the world in that operation, but Gabe and Ashton certainly deserve a ton of credit. And last week, Gabe didn't long snap for us, and Brock Sims did. And Simsy did a great job down there, too, with his first reps and experience getting that ball back. And in a game situation, Brock did a great job for us, too.
Well, tonight the Bulldogs begin postseason play, taking on Hanover area in the District 2 3A semifinal here at Crispin Field. Later in the show, CJ will tell us about the Hawkeyes. But up next, it's the Bulldog Spotlight feature. You're listening to the CJ Curry Show on Goat Rocks, PA.
We've all been there, faced with a physical setback. Whether you've suffered a sports injury that takes you out of the game, or your aches and pains are keeping you from doing what you love, we all want the same thing, to get your life back. Thankfully, you can trust the region's only nationally ranked orthopedic team to help get you there. At Lehigh Valley Orthopedic Institute, we turn setbacks into comebacks, one movement at a time. Lehigh Valley Orthopedic Institute. Comebacks begin here.
At Journey Bank, we believe your checking account should do more for you. That's why we offer Bazing Checking. With Bazing Checking, enjoy cell phone protection, roadside assistance, and savings, both in-store and online, at over 300,000 local and national retailers.
Bazing Checking not only helps me save money with deals and discounts, it also protects my cell phone and provides peace of mind when I'm on the road.
Switch to Bazing Checking at Journey Bank today. Visit journeybank.com or stop by any of our 20 community office locations. Journey Bank. Let's get you there. Member FDIC.
Now, back to the CJ Curry Show on the Goat Rocks, PA.
2 wins away from the program's first district championship since 2014. The Bulldogs are here at Crispin Field tonight to take on Hanover area in the District 2 3A semifinal. In our next segment, CJ will tell us about the Hawkeyes, but now it's time for our weekly feature, Bulldog Spotlight. Tonight, the spotlight is on Tymir Wilkerson. CJ, after last season, Ty had such a tremendous, particularly his second part of the season. He could have rested on his laurels, say, just run it back, say, I'll do what I did last year. He He didn't do that, did he?
Absolutely not. And Ty Muir was one of the hardest workers that we had this offseason. You can just tell in the change in his body and the change in his mind. And last year, Ty was, let's give him a toss. Let's give him an outside zone. He's not really too comfortable running up the middle. So just give him that streamlined speed. Let him take off around an edge and go outrun everybody. And so although, 7 games last year, he had 1,400 yards. And he knew as soon as the season was over that he wanted to get better. And he remembered all season that, when we faced a quality defense that first round of playoffs, he was held to 17 carries for 60 yards last year against Western Wayne. So, we reminded him of that in the weight room here. We would always say, hey, 17 for 60, 17 for 60. And that would motivate him to really want to be better and to work harder. So he went from 190 to 205, has kept his speed, and worked tirelessly on the things that make a running back great. Lower pad level, better agility, able to maneuver within the tackles, hitting the hole a little bit harder, and to use some moves and one cut after he gets into the open field. And so we may have told this story before on the show, but his come to Jesus moment essentially on how he wanted to get better as he was getting offers. And this winter we were going up and down the coastline to visit different schools, and the James Madison University running back coach said, Ty, we have you ranked as a 2 out of 5 right now, and we're not going to offer you because you play with your pad level too high and you don't have the agility in between the tackles that we want to see from the guys that we offer. And so Ty said as soon as we got back in the car, Coach, I wish we could just go back home and get to work right now to get better at that. So that was a motivating factor for Ty Muir too, but he's really done a great job of staying humble, staying hungry, and wanting to get better. And he's not finished yet. He says, he wants to be the best in the state. He wants to be the best in the nation. And so he's still continuing to work hard.
My favorite Ty Wilkerson moment of the season has nothing to do with offense. He plays safety. He's a starter at that role. In the game against Mid-Valley, they had a player racing for a touchdown. He was well ahead of Ty. There was no way that a tackle was going to be made. Not only did he catch up, but he punched the ball out. You ended up with Paul. That effort epitomizes what he's all about.
Absolutely. Just the effort, like you just said, and the love that he has for this game and for his teammates, and the drive to be great, the drive to be elite. And he does it on both sides of the ball. Last year, when he would have to come out quite a bit because he was out of breath, but he's taken such He's been so passionate about his conditioning and being better and being able to play 4 quarters. And we have a lot of trust and faith in him on the defensive end, too. I mean, Alex Estrella makes a lot of calls for us at free safety, but Ty Muir's echoing those calls and sometimes beats Alex to those calls back there and making sure we're in position. He loves to be physical. He loves to get after it. He loves to hit people, and he's done a much better job with the ball in the air. So Ty's just been incredible for us on both sides of the ball.
If he keeps his commitment to New Hampshire, what can you foresee for him at the next level?
I really think that he can compete right away there, and that's one thing that he was looking at. After talking with their coaches at the University of New Hampshire as well, they love to run the football, and that was a nice selling point for Ty Muir, and they have a vision for him to come in and be able to compete and get on the field right away. And so, I could see Ty Muir, if he has another offseason like he did this offseason with the goals in mind to go up there and compete like heck and get after it, I could see him on the field as a freshman and really start to make a name for himself throughout his freshman year and as a sophomore, and then hopefully as an upperclassman. I can see him being an all-conference, all-American type player. He has the build for it. He has the mindset for it, and now it's just going out and continuing to get better and to not get complacent.
In the Bulldog Spotlight, Ty Muir Wilkerson. Tonight, Ty and his Bulldog teammates take Spence. You're listening to the CJ Curry Show on Goat Rocks PA.
Planning for the future.
It is October. It is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. What
In-stock inventory, $1,000 under invoice.
That's the best news I've heard in a long time.
We're going to give a $100 donation to the breast cancer awareness for every vehicle sold this month in October.
That's amazing.
That's awesome. So do your part. Remember, come to Blaze Alexander Gray to Hazleton. We're not just a great car dealership. We go for great causes.
$100 donation for every vehicle sold.
$1,000 under invoice.
And don't forget, we have the lowest price guarantee.
Well, we'll give you $1,000.
I love me some football.
I love me some football.
It's the CJ Curry Show on the Goat Rocks PA. Brought to you by
Mason's Monogramming, Overhead Door of Berwick, Mayo Funeral Home, State Farm, Sean Black and Lori Powell, First Keystone Bank, Red's Roofing, Neighbor Fence Company, Wolfie's Automotive, MD Accounting and Consulting, J-Dog Junk Removal and Hauling of Berwick, Master Tech Automotive Services, Eco First Logistics, Ken Pollock, Flick Brothers Electric in Bloomsburg, Blaze Alexander GMC of Hazleton, Papa Lou's Place, The Compression Shop, Cardinal Estate Planning, Chapin Oil, Mark Nespoli of eXp Realty, and Janae Clarko, eXp Realty.
More with Jim Doyle and CJ Curry next on 102, 104, and 107 The Goat.
Planning for the future doesn't have to be complicated. Attorney Nick Lutz of Cardinal Estate Planning in Berwick will guide you every step of the way. Whether it's protecting your assets, setting up a trust, or ensuring your family is cared for, Cardinal Estate Planning provides personalized solutions for you and your family's needs. Call or sign up on their website to attend a free educational workshop that will give you an understanding of the process and peace of mind knowing your legacy is in good hands. Visit them online at cardinalestateplanning.com. Let them help you plan for tomorrow, today.
Are your appliances feeling a little bit outdated? You're looking for the best deals in town? Well, look no further than Flick Brothers Electric, your go-to family-owned appliance paradise. Flick Brothers Electric has all the top-notch name-brand appliances you could ever dream of. Washers, dryers, refrigerators, dishwashers, microwaves, stoves. They even give free estimates on Fujitsu ductless air conditioner heat pump units. Flick Brothers Electric on Maple Lane, keeping Bloomsburg cool, clean, and cooking for over 65 years. Call them at 570-784-3444.
We've all been there, faced with a physical setback. Whether you've suffered a sports injury that takes you out of the game, or your aches and pains are keeping you from doing what you love, we all want the same thing, to get your life back. Thankfully, you can trust the region's only nationally ranked orthopedic team to help get you there. At Lehigh Valley Orthopedic Institute, we turn setbacks into comebacks, one movement at a time. Lehigh Valley Orthopedic Institute. Comebacks begin here.
Ready to tackle your financial goals? First Keystone Community Bank invites you to play smart with your savings. Lock in a 182-day CD at 4.25% annual percentage yield to enjoy the winning combination of security, high interest, and short-term convenience. Go for the goal with a First Keystone Community Bank CD. For more information, visit fkc.bank. Minimum balance to earn annual percentage yield is $5,000. Terms apply. Member FDIC.
Now, back to the CJ Curry Show on the Goat Rocks PA.
Crispin Field, home to Berwick football since 1929, is the venue for tonight's District 2 playoff game. The Bulldogs face Hanover area in the 3A semifinal. CJ, tonight's game is a rematch. Your team played at Hanover area on September 19th and beat the Hawkeyes, but you weren't totally pleased with your team's performance that night. The final score was 56-19. Tell us why.
Probably one of the more sloppy games that we've played all season, and really it came down to a mental perspective of it. And you look back at last year where we mentally unraveled against Selinsgrove in week 9, and we had some shades of that during week 5. I mean, these kids are scrappy on Hanover, and there were some things that were a little bit after the whistle, and we reacted to it. We fell into the trap, and we were getting 15-yard penalties. We had some late hits. We had some guys that were jawing out there, and we didn't do a great job defensively of containing, setting the edge, and helmets to the football on number 4, the running back, Dwayne Downey. And so our secondary didn't play great. They went right down the field in a 2-minute drill. It was just a sloppy game. And so we know that we had a ton of things to clean up. And so from that point on, we started to continue to play better football. And our goal is to keep playing better football every single week, especially now as we're here in the postseason. And so just a culmination of Defensively, things weren't clicking. We had a couple bad turnovers offensively. We had a turnover inside our own red zone. And then just being able to mentally stay in the game and not get drawn into penalties and doing things that are going to cost you 15-yard penalties and some things that could really hurt you, especially now in a big-time environment in a big-time game.
Your team had the biggest turnaround in the Wyoming Valley Conference, going from 4-7 last season to 10-0 this season. But the Hawkeyes had a significant turnaround as well. They were 2-8 last season, but they come into tonight's game with a 6-4 record, their program's first winning season since 2014 under first-year head coach Eric Richardson. Offensively, they're averaging 37 points a game. What are their strengths on that side of the football?
They're playing inspired football right now, and it's all a credit to their coaching staff and their leaders who were on that team that you could tell that they play with energy, they play for each other, and they have a really good quarterback and a really good group of skilled players. And so their quarterback, Logan Richardson, who's only a sophomore, he's very confident and he's got a great arm. He when he hits his third step on his drop, that ball is out. He's seeing things incredibly well, and he has that connection with his brother Connor Richardson, another sophomore at split end, and Deacon Eisenbach, who's one of the better wide receivers in the Wyoming Valley Conference. He's done some really nice things. He always makes plays. He's got sure hands. He's got sneaky athleticism. And then their halfback, their running back, Dwayne Downey, he's got 800-some rushing yards this year, and it's tough to bring him down with the first man. And so, they have, between their quarterback, their skill guys, their wide receivers, and their running back, that they're multiple different formations, multiple different sets, and they do a really nice job scheming their guys into good positions.
So your defense, which has been terrific this season, will be challenged.
Yeah, absolutely. Once again, last time we came out, they have big splits on their offensive line. We played with a four-man front last time that we played these guys, and we brought a ton of pressure. So I anticipate us to change some things up a little bit with our defensive line and try to work more in their pro sets with our 50 front, and have a couple different coverages in. We have a couple different checks on their different formations that we think are going to put us in a good position. But really, it's just about staying disciplined to what we have to do and doing our jobs, making sure that we set an edge and our guys are playing with their gap responsibility. We're getting helmets to the football. We're tackling low. We can't have missed tackles, and it's also making sure as defensive backs that we're keeping these receivers in front of us. We're seeing routes develop, and we're able to get some pressure with our front four or front five on this quarterback, because if he's given a clean pocket, he can make every throw. If we put some pressure on him, it's going to be tougher for him. So we have to force him to make his money, throw on into these tight windows, and make him do that consistently all game.
Up next, CJ will tell us about the Hawkeyes' defense. You're listening to the CJ Curry Show here on Goat Rocks, PA.
Are your appliances feeling a little bit outdated? You're looking for the best deals in town? Well, look no further than Flick Brothers Electric, your go-to family-owned appliance paradise. Flick Brothers Electric has all the top-notch name-brand appliances you could ever dream of. Washers, dryers, refrigerators, dishwashers, microwave stoves. They even give free estimates on Fujitsu ductless air conditioner heat pump units. Flick Brothers Electric on Maple Lane, keeping Bloomsburg cool, clean, and cooking for over 65 years. Call them at 570-784-3444.
Hey guys, this is Ray,
Chad, and Pat
from Blaze Alexander GMC of Greater Hazelton. It is October. It is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. What are we going to do?
We're going to sell all new in-stock inventory $1,000 under invoice.
That's the best news I've heard in a long time.
We're going to give a $100 donation to the Breast Cancer Awareness for every vehicle sold this month in October.
That's amazing.
That's awesome. So do your part. Remember, come to Blaze Alexander Greater Hazelton. We're not just a great car dealership. We go for great causes.
$100 donation for every vehicle sold.
$1,000 under invoice.
And don't forget, we have the lowest price guarantee.
Or we'll give you $1,000.
In case you haven't noticed, warm weather is back. Time for sunny days, family trips, and cool nights cruising with the windows down. Let MasterTech Auto Services of Berwick get your vehicle ready for the season. Whether you need a state inspection for your car, truck, or motorcycle, a general tune-up, or getting your AC in top shape, MasterTech Auto Services will do their best to get you in and out the same day, saving you money every step of the way. Schedule an appointment today at MasterTechAutoBerwick.com.
When you're shopping for insurance, you might say, "What? Huh?"
I'm so over this.
But what you really need to say is something that could actually help.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When you get a local State Farm agent, they can help make it easy and help you choose the coverage you need. Plus, they're available online, over the phone, or even in person.
I'm so into this.
Visit your Berwick State Farm agents, Sean Black at InsureBerwick.com and Lori Powell at LoriPowell.net.
Now, back to the CJ Curry Show on the Goat Rocks PA.
As a result of an unbeaten regular season, the Bulldogs earned the top seed for the District 2 playoffs, which kick off tonight. Here at Crispin Field, Berwick plays Hanover Area, the number 4 seed in the 3A semifinal. CJ, Hanover Area's defense has shut out 3 straight opponents. They have 6 shutouts in 10 games this season. What are their strengths?
Yeah, all of their wins have been shutouts, and I think that these guys play fast, they play physical, and they have 2 really good freshman cornerbacks. Teams aren't really able to throw the ball on them, and if they have really good lockdown defenders, with Deacon Eisenbach also being their free safety, they have that opportunity to have 7 or 8 guys in the box to stop the run, and so they have a big defensive line. You have 235, 240, 250 on that defensive line. Matt Curry, tough player, and their 3 linebackers are able to read, react, and go make tackles. They're short tacklers. And so, it's been tough for teams. They throw a lot of different looks at you. They'll be in a 4-4. They'll be in a 5-3. They'll be in what looks like a 7-1. So it's tough for teams to communicate and get a hat on a hat. They did a great job in stopping Lehman's high-powered run attack. I mean, they beat Lake Lehman 35-0 in what was essentially a playoff game. The winner of that game was going to really be in the driver's seat for that 4th seed, and they came out and took care of business, played really, really good football, really physical and fast football, especially on that defensive side. So, certainly going to be another challenge for us and our offensive line and our run game this Friday night.
For most football teams with a 10-0 record, the motivation for the team would be, we beat them before, 56-19. There being, a chance of a letdown. But your team seems above that.
For sure, and we feel the same way with our coaching staff, Jim, and it's our guys just understanding our message. It's our biggest game because it's the next game, and now that we're here, we want to continue to play our best football, put our best football on the field, and go 1-0. So our guys know that, the goal in mind right now is to win a District 2 championship, and at this point, I mean, it's you lose and you're done. And so there's no way for us to have a bad game. You can't come out and play down to their level and give them a chance, to compete and be in this football game. So we want to come out and take care of business and hopefully be in a position in the 4th quarter where we can win this football game, go 1-0, and then, it's on to the next one.
CJ, once again, I appreciate your time. Good luck in getting win number 11.
Thank you very much, Jim.
If the Bulldogs come through tonight, listen for another edition of the CJ Curry Show prior to what would be a district final here at Crispin Field against the winner of tonight's Scranton Prep at Wyoming area game. Stay tuned now for Hanover